Hi everybody, I had a request to make a video on how I made this really pretty domino necklace piece. So I've pulled out a whole bunch of stuff that I probably will be using, and I'm going to show you how I put it together from start to finish. It'll probably be a two-part video. First making the dominoes and then doing the seam binding necklace piece. Okay, so as you can tell, I've got my applicator, I've got a couple of different glues, some alcohol inks, I've got butterscotch, bottle, which is a green, pitch black, red pepper, and of course silver. I love silver, you guys. And then I have the blending solution. I have a couple of micro beads from Martha Stewart. I have clear and silver, some Lindy's, I've got Poinciana Red Flame, Frosty's Forest Green, Hydrangea Blue, and Delphinium Turquoise. I am going through these pieces fast because I want to try and get this done. I've got a larger domino that my husband made, and he drilled some holes into, and it's these pieces that fit into these holes. These pieces you can get at any hardware store. Alright, they're just the smallest ones I've got. And then here I have a hitch fastener from Tim Holtz, a spinner that my husband helped me get onto the backing of the hitch fastener so that when I put it all together, the spinner spins. Okay, so I've also got you know, a couple other spinners, a clock pieces. I'm going to do a steampunk theme here. Okay, I've got a word tag that says time, and I've got another package of the small gears. Let's see, jump rings. I got a key charm. I've got a couple of these that I got in a package. I've got bails. Okay, these go in the back of the smaller dominoes. They can also go on the bigger dominoes, but I like using these screw top pieces. Okay. Excuse me, I'm sick. I've got the whatever you call these things, I don't know, but it's yeah. And then I have a couple of different color flat back pearls, and I have a couple of jewels that you can probably see in there. They are the point back. I've got some glass glitter right here, more Tim Holtz jump rings, the punch tool of Tim Holtz's. I've got my heat gun, and anything else I need I'll probably grab as I go. Here we go. Alright, what you want to do is you want to get your applicator, and you want to go ahead and open up your alcohol inks. And what I do is I take the caps off and I set them like this so that I know that cap goes with that bottle, and that way, yeah, I can just grab, you know, apply, and then I recap these later when I am done. Love, can you get that one off? My husband is filming, so.
No, I can't.
Okay, well, let's see. Maybe you loosened it for me. Yes, you did. Red pepper. Some of these things get stuck because the alcohol inks get on the threads, so you might want to always have something nearby to help unscrew it. The only one I'm not unscrewing is the silver mixative because it's got a ball in there. So I'm going to open that one last. I'm going to go ahead and open up my blender. This one's obviously easy. Big cap, big bottle. Alright, now, applicator. I talked to my husband, and, you know, I was like, okay, we're going for a steampunk theme. What colors would be best? So he suggested a dark red. So I'm going to take my bright red pepper. I'm just going to get it on there. I don't do any specific amount. I'm going to take the pitch black, and I'm going to go right over that red pepper where I put it. And now I'm going to go ahead and start with the big domino. You want to just start alcohol inking it. And yes, this gets messy, so if you don't like things on your hands, I would suggest gloves. See how beautiful that is coming out? I like that very much. And I forgot to take my rings off and put them on my really cute dog ring holder. I don't want alcohol ink on my beautiful rings. So that's about as much of that as I want. I'm going to go ahead and take this one off, throw it to the side, and grab another one if I can find them. Where did I set them? Here we go. We'll just grab from the, yeah. So I had set a couple of them out. Anyway, so I'm changing my pad. And now I'm going to go with some green. And some of the butterscotch, which is like a really nice yellow. So I got my green and yellow. Alright. And now I'm just going to go ahead and start working that color in. Now, some people, they'll just do the front that they're working on. And, you know, I like to go all the way around the domino like I did on this piece. It's all the way, the whole domino. So I'm going to go ahead and tip it and start just alcohol inking those sides. And alcohol ink is great. It dries fast. And it's, you just work quick, you know? You just keep on going. And then I'm going to set it down, get the back. And it's you can apply it however you want. I like to do a rocking motion so that you know, you get this kind of really cool mixture. Now if you wanted to do layers like I did here, so we go, yeah, that's my bottom. I've got, you know, the darker up here, and then, you know, anyway, so you let one layer dry and then you go ahead and apply more layers. I missed a corner. Come on, color, there we go. So there's the colors. Now I like to add a little bit of metallic. So here we go with go in with the silver. And I am working on Tim Holtz's or Ranger's non-stick craft sheet. My gosh, you know, it's the best thing in the world. I really do love it. Alright, here's my silver mixative, and to kind of prevent it from pulling around everything, just apply like this, and that prevents that. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some out, go back over like that so I'm not getting it dripped down the sides. I am going to recap this one. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with some silver. And this is where that rocking motion would come in good. I need some more. There we go. So now that I've got a whole bunch on there, I'm just going to lightly dab it in certain areas. I'm not going to just go whack, whack. So there's some of my silver. Make it look like a domino. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and do some on the sides. And of course on the back. You know? So, alright, we're good. I'm going to set that tool aside. And now that we're done with the alcohol inks, I'm just going to leave them like that for that next domino. What I want to do now is, I love Loctite. They have some really great glues. They have this super glue for professional. This is the one you want to get. It's fast drying and it doesn't really stick to your hands. And this is the other one I love to use, Loctite Crafters Indoor Safe Adhesive. It's Green Guard, so it's good for all ages, really. And it dries very clear. This is what I used for the veil on this. It dries clear. now, moving on. I'm going to take my super glue, taking the back of my hitch fastener, and I'm just going to apply a very small, oops, too much. So, let's see, I'm going to use this paper towel and just blot a little bit of it off. And I'm going to stick it to my domino, hold it down for approximately 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now it should be firmly adhered. Yep. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of my, I like to use jewelry tools. They're really great to work with. I'm going to take my hitch fastener, this 10 Holtz jump ring, and I'm going to put this really cool, I forget what they're called, but they're page charms. And as you can see, there's a split ring here and just a piece here. It's meant to be put on a piece of paper and then you put your charm on that end, but I'm not doing that today. I'm going to attach it to a hitch fastener. So I'm going to go ahead and get it, come on, get it around, try and hold everything in place so I can go ahead and close the jump ring. And of course it's going to be difficult. I'm filming. Xander! Sorry, that's my son. We're trying to get him to go to bed. It's past his bedtime. Wow, maybe I should have just... Alright. I'll probably edit this out. Time?
12 minutes, 45 seconds.
Alright. So, get that on there. Okay, great. So now that's hanging on there. Now what I want to do is take this clock and I'm going to grab another jump ring. Some of these containers are like really hard to get open. Wow. Alright. And there we go. Grabbing a small one. Go ahead and grab my clock. And let me hitch fastener. Okay, so yes, perfect. We'll face forward. I will fix these jump rings later to where they match up even, because yes, I am very OCD. Alright, my hitch fastener is ready to be attached. So whoops, oh, I did forget. I want to apply just a very small amount of super glue inside my hitch fastener so that when I screw it on, it will not come back off. Alright. I'm just going to screw it on very slowly because I want to make sure I don't go too far. So I want my spinner to spin, but I have to work quickly with that glue. Alright, we're good. So there's this. Alright. And it does hang forward. I'm going to go ahead and put these screws in the bottom. Alright, and I'm going to leave them, you know, like this. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible to work with acrylic nails. you get used to it. They actually come in quite handy. Alright, so there's that one. Screwing in the last one. Huh. Well, that hole's a little too big, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to apply some of my wonderful super glue. And I'm going to get it on there. I'm going to set it down in there. I'm going to give that one a few minutes not a few minutes, but a few seconds to set.
I want to square it up.
Yeah, I'm going to fix it. There we go. Now I'm going to start working on the rest of the domino with my gears. Alright. This is the back. I just apply just a little bit of super glue to just a part of the piece, because in the end I am going to be putting my glossy accents all over the domino. So again, just another, and that was too much, but that's okay. And yes, it is getting my fingers, that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and set this one there. There we go. It'll wash off later with some warm water and soap. Okay, so we're going to put that bit there. Turn it. And go ahead and get it locked in. Whoops. Oh, good. I've got pieces sticking to me. That's okay. And there we go. Last gear. And it's gonna be hanging off right here. Alright, so I like that. That's perfect. So now what I'm going to do is set aside my super glue, change up to glossy accents. Time?
6 minutes, 30 seconds.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get a good steady stream going, and this is clogged. It is generally always good to have a pin of sorts around when you're using glossy accents to unclog it. So now I'm just going to basically go in and apply this to all over the domino, getting inside the pieces of the gears. And you want to basically create a seal on the outside so that every bit of it stays on the top of the domino. So I'm going to go in here, fill that up, boom, 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 and get in there a little bit. I love the fine tip on this thing. I'm going to go ahead and color in here. And you do want a little bit of a thick layer. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. Any bubbles you have, you can take the pen and drag them off to the side. Oh, you know what? I probably should have put the hitch fastener on last. Oh well. Yeah, learn as you go. Because, yeah, look at this. I'm having to work around it now. So, let me make sure my spinner will still move. So yeah, I should have pretty much put the hitch fastener on last. Yeah, good. Even if it doesn't move, it looks really cool still. Alright, so you basically put your layer of your glossy accents. You're going to let this sit and dry for 24 hours. So, crud. There we go. I will reapply that charm later. So, there. That way I'm not having to work around it. So there's that one. I will be back with part 2 of 3.